Okay, I just watched Obsession a second time, and the first time I watched it, I had a very, very bad, like, breakdown over it. Like, I cried really hard in the theater and afterwards, and then when I went home, I cried about it again, and I'm, like, wondering why. It's like, dude, like, it's, like, kind of horror, you know? And, like, yeah, it's a really sad plot. I'm not saying it was, like, stupid of me to cry. I had no reason to cry. It's very sad ideas that were portrayed, but the movie resonates too much with me for me to be comfortable with. And it's like, it's because I'm what they would call on TikTok, like, anxious avoidant attachment style, I think, where when things get serious, I want to run away. And the reason why that is because when I was younger, in all my little relationships, I was always very needy, I guess. I was made to be that way, actually. Any relationships I ever had, I was cheated on, or my feelings were toyed with, or they would tell me they're gonna call me, take 2 hours, then give up and say they're gonna go with their friends. I say, hey, I want to do this for you, this would be really nice, and I'm like, wow, what a good person, they must love me, and they somehow don't follow through, and it made me very clingy and very obsessive. And I'm not saying I would have ever harmed anyone, but a lot of things that Nikki says are things that I have heard myself say before. There are things that have come out of my mouth before towards guys that I never actually really loved, who never really loved me either. And now I'm reflecting a bit, and it's kind of revealing a lot of how I don't think I've grown enough as a person, and I'm not where I want to be. And it's scaring me a little bit because I'm used to being scared and pulling away when I have feelings, but I'm not used to knowing exactly why and knowing that I'm still obsessive. I don't like that I'm still that way, and that's why I'm still avoidant. And it's not even because, like, oh, I'm scared of letting someone in just to hurt me again, but I think it's also the fact that I'm scared of myself hurting them and hurting my relationship and hurting how they see me, because I would rather be that untouchable, like, idea of a person than be vulnerable again. And yeah, it just really scares me. Seeing myself open up again in my recent relationship was something that I actually found to be very beautiful. But this person didn't have as deep of feelings as me, and I don't believe that they were capable of it because they were never conditioned into having to love someone so deeply, into having to prove their love to someone so deeply, or having to see someone prove their love so deeply to them. I'm not calling them shallow, but in my eyes, I had a lot of more emotional baggage that turned me into the person I am than they did, and that was something that we both acknowledged. We would talk to each other, and they would tell me, oh, I'm so sorry, like, I can't understand. I want to try to understand, but I can't. But I want you to keep coming to me about this because I want to learn. But then when I did, every single time I was faced with silence and I'm sorry, I don't know what to do, rather than what do I do? And that definitely slowed my progress, any sort of progress that I had on, like, healing, where now I feel really scared again of opening up. Now I feel like I need to find someone that's as messed up as me and someone who went through as much as me. But then I'm scared again. What if we end up being each other's therapists? What if it's not a real loving relationship and we end up being too reliant on each other? And I'm scared of having to rely on anyone at all ever again. And so now I know that, now I think that relationships aren't for me. And I couldn't ever see myself with a spouse. That scares me. Yeah. I'm just having thoughts.